Welcome to block printing. What is block printing? Block printing is a stamping technique used for printing text, images, or patterns on paper as well as fabrics. Block printing involves carving the desired pattern onto a large block, covering it with designs. Wood is a commonly used material to make blocks. These wooden blocks are intricately carved with detailed designs. Later, those design blocks are covered with ink or dye and stamped onto a fabric. Block printing is a simple stamping method that anyone can try using simple tools and materials.
Now let's learn how to do vegetable block printing. For vegetable block printing, you need the following supplies. Some vegetables of your choice. I have taken now here lady's finger, some beans, onion and potatoes, bubble wrap for cushioning, a white fabric to practice your block printing, vegetable carving tool, knife, a chopping board, some brushes, acrylic paints and a cup of water and a base piece of fabric to wipe the vegetables. Now let's see how to do vegetable block printing. As a first step, we are going to chop the vegetables. For that, I'm going to use a knife. If you are a kid who is practicing this technique, please ensure there is an adult who is helping you to do this step. So please chop it off like this, and you can use this for making blocks with lady's finger. Same way, let's chop the beans, and you can use this for making blocks with the beans. Same way, the beans can be chopped a little diagonally, like angular, so that you can get an oval shape to make your leaves or some dots or patterns for your block printing. Now let's chop the onion. So for that, I'm just going to chop it like this from the bottom, so that you get a petal shape like that for your block printing. Same way, now let's chop the potato into equal halves like this. Now the potato can be done, the carving can be done on this. You can either use a knife or a vegetable carving tool to carve out a design. If you look at the vegetable carving tool, they have two shapes like this, so you can use them to make beautiful petal shapes like that. So let's start carving with the vegetable carving tool some nice designs on our potato. After carving out the design on the potato, we need to remove the outer rim. For that, we're just going to use a knife again. Make sure you are carefully handling the knife. Just carefully run the knife only on the outer edge of the potato to get a ring like that. And this can be chopped off by removing it like this. So this way you'll be able to take out the design like that. Now on this, you can use the other side of the carving tool to create some deep cuts to separate the flower petals and show in the design. So like this, let's add details and get it ready. To make a leaf for the floral arrangement, you can use the leaf carving tool. This is again a scraper tool which comes for vegetable carving. Just place it on your potato like this, flip this thing over and give a strong press so that it gives a slit inside the potato like that, and just pull it out carefully so that you get just the shape of a leaf like that on your base. Now again, the same way, we will do a rim cutting so that we can take out only the outer ring of the block and get it ready for carving and details. So after cutting it out, this outer rim can be removed, and again you can still use the vegetable carving tool to engrave some veins on the leaf shape. Like this, I'm now doing the center vein and then the side veins. It doesn't have to be only flowers when you do with potatoes. You can also try other designs. So like this, you can scoop out the design like this and get some leaf designs like this ready. So after we have carved all these, we are now ready to practice our block printing on the fabric using the vegetable blocks. So before we start that, you need to wipe the vegetables on a cotton fabric so that it absorbs all the fresh juice that is coming from the vegetables. So make sure you do this for the onion, the lady's finger, the beans and the potato so that it doesn't get watery when you put the paints on it. So let's clean this up and get it ready for printing on the fabric. After you're done with all the blocks, we are just going to start getting ready to paint it on the fabric. So I'm just going to take my potato and I'm going to use yellow on it. The paints have to be thick from the bottles. Do not add water to these paints because it will start blotting on the fabric if you do that. So just apply it with your flat brush like this. In case if your paints are thick, just add 1 drop of water, not more than that. So like this, you apply with your flat brush and just start pressing it on your fabric like this to get a print of it. So this way we can make block print with potatoes. Same way we can now use an onion to do another design. So I'm just going to take some red, I'm going to use some purple, I'm going to blend it and then I'm just going to press it against the fabric to make a print on the fabric. So like that you can get a bud effect. Same way you can use lady's finger to apply colors like that. When you use lady's finger, please ensure to push the seeds inside or remove the seeds and then start applying the colors because it will be a hindrance when you print it on the surface. So apply the color like this and start pressing it against your fabric. That will give you a print on the fabric like that with small flower effects. Same way you can do with many colors. Like I'm going to try a little lighter blue on that. Press it nicely, firmly and carefully release like that. So same way we can also use beans to make leaves and other things. For that I need to add the stem. So I'm just going to add the stem with my brush. I'm going to take some green paint. I'm going to add the stem. Then we can add some leaves to our design. Now let's get started to add some leaves. We have already carved and kept a potato with the leaf design on it. So I'm just going to show you how to apply the leaf design. I'm going to start with a little yellow on my leaf block like that. And then a little bit of green. And then we're just going to press it against the fabric like that. And it will release it like that. So that way you can make leaf prints on the fabrics. Same way we can add many leaves like that. You can also use beans to add leaves. Same way I'm just taking the angular cut beans, just applying some green to it, and we have to just press it against the fabric to make small tiny leaves like that. So let's add more leaves like this and complete our vegetable block printing. If you notice, I've completed my vegetable block printing on the fabric. We have made some flowers using onion, potatoes, beans, lady's finger, and we also learned how to carve them on potatoes. So this is how you can complete your vegetable block printing on fabrics.